Hey, you! Leave your axe at the door.
So there is no questions or facts tonight. Instead, let's have people just collectively talk about what has happened since you entered this part. Even outside of the temple, what has happened in the time you've been here. Anyone?
That we've been where?
At the temple of the death god.
We were trying to take a short break or a long nap. But two of us had a weird feeling that it wasn't a good idea.
I think he wants us to start with outside.
Oh. As in, like, real life?
Where the statues
Just
were
to recap
outside,
of
right?
when you got to this area. What has
Yeah.
happened since then?
We found some statues, and there was a thing that Loki fell into, and we pulled him up out of it. And then we found another, like, entrance-looking thing off to the side, where there was a statue, and I put the skull thing from the treasure room in its hand, and it opened the door. And then there was a room that we had a hard time figuring out.
And then... Anyone else want to jump in?
Supposed to be.
Yeah. Anyone else want to throw in a little info?
Oh man, it's been so good even when it isn't.
I don't remember the solution to that room we were stuck on, but I know there were sigils on the floor, and we solved it. And I went in and drew with bone dust in there.
It was the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth letter of the people's names.
Right. Yeah, so anyway, I solved that puzzle.
Started blasting.
And we went in, and there was like a statue on the wall across from us, and a ghosty thing came out of it. Right? I can't remember if I think that's the one that ran away. We were trying to kill it, but it got away.
Yes.
And then we went to the left, where there was a room with like statues, and through like a portal thing. Not really a portal, but like a crystallized, I don't know. I tried to break it, and it attached itself to me. But eventually, we got in there, and did something that made everything wake up.
You were curious about the sarcophagus. Well, you fought some skeletons, some zombie-like creatures, and then they were all wearing masks, and no one wanted to touch them. So you decided to go in the opposite direction after acquiring the ring from the sarcophagus, and found that there was a big hole with stairs going down on the east side. You continued around, found a room with a mask, demon stone creature that looked like it would close its mouth when you try to go through, and you were correct. But Loki had entered and was doing some poking around, managed to free a flaming skeleton from its cage, and a bunch of hands crawled out of crevices in the walls. You fought those pretty well, and then you headed back to the northwest area. You found a room with a large, shambling skeletal creature. It had vines all over itself. It seemed like the vines were what was holding the creature together. It had a large iron rod as its spine. It looked like a key, and you defeated it pretty well. But when you entered the room, you could feel yourself getting pulled to the west side as some magnetic thing was there. You stripped yourselves of your clothing and went, kind of explored a little bit. You found a secret passage going into the room with the zombies. You also found a dark pool to the north of that other room, and you couldn't really figure out what this had to do with anything. So you decided to grab the immovable rod in that room and head back towards the large pit, where you descended one layer. And here you found another demon-like statue or face in one of the rooms to the north. You decided not to deal with that, and you went to the east, finding a infinitely circular room that defied gravity. But not before going into a room that smelled like blood and wine, where you managed to dispel a magic light that was above another sarcophagus that turned into the darkness itself, turned into a shadow that you had to fight. And not wanting to deal with that room anymore, you headed down deeper into the pit, where you found that the shadows had started to coalesce into wisps of darkness, and a sense of dread fell over most of you. And you found two of these fleshy creatures that were chained together on either side of a hall, and you dealt with those pretty well. You headed east and then north, where you found a large room with more masks and several offerings to altars. And while some people were checking it out, others branched off into another room that had a bunch of curtains with various acts of wealth and also debauchery upon them. When you revealed all the curtains, you found a boar's head that was still bleeding and gory. And upon seeing it, some of you felt as if you wanted to put your head in its mouth. And with a brave struggle, you managed to pull yourself to. After that, you couldn't figure out the altar room, so you headed to the north and found another one of those gargoyle demon face things in the wall. And beyond its mouth, you found another sarcophagus room and attempted to teleport inside. Unfortunately, a bit of Sheila ripped off and pulled itself into the room you were trying to get into, which started a battle with another shadow. This creature came through the mouth and blew half the party down into the pit behind all. But you defeated it pretty quickly after that and decided to take a long rest. So you headed back up to the room where you fought the zombies and found a hidden passage to the south where there was a bunch of gas just sitting in this stream. You decided to clear it out with a torch and then explore a little bit. You went downstream a bit to the north and found that it continued on, and deeming it safe, you decided to head south upstream, and you found a chest that was hanging from the ceiling with a chain. You very intelligently decided it was a mimic and attacked it first, giving a surprise to it. And you felled it pretty well and decided now was a good time for a long rest. And then we are back to, you decided to take a long rest, and two of you kind of felt a presence about you. You felt as if you stayed in one spot for too long, you would have something change in you. Something full of dread. And Ashe is the only one who is asleep at this moment. And we haven't gotten to if you decided to continue to rest or if you just want this short rest. But this is where you are right now.
I think we left off with Aja and I trying to figure out.
I mean, like, yeah, we were trying to figure out Aja was feeling a lot of dread, like resting is a bad idea, and is looking to see if anyone else is feeling that way, or if everyone's just like, yep, this is fine.
Yeah, good thing would be kind of looking around to see if anyone else felt the same way. Kind of just like a furrowed brow, just kind of staring at people slowly, looking around the room.
Ooh boy, I can't wait to rest. This spot looks comfy.
I'm gonna spin around in circles like a dog or a cat before I put my tail around and fall asleep.
Well,
Ponderance assumes the donut position.
if you're all worried about, this feeling of kind of the scared feeling you have, I mean, I think that's part of this place. I think this place does that. It does not necessarily mean that it is dangerous to rest. I think it's dangerous to not rest. That's the whole point of this feeling that place is given.
I don't know. Did we roll perception?
Perception for, like, the area?
Or I guess it was more insight.
Insight on people?
Oh god, it was such a long time ago when we had the other game.
Did we leave notes?
I don't think so.
Well, you didn't have to roll insight. I let you choose if Ashe or Aja and Cocoon would see that in each other. You felt it about the same time after your long rest or your short rest has happened. And I let it up to you to decide if you felt like you would look at everyone and if the two of you wanted to have that connection.
I'm trying to see what caused this roll, though. Like, why was it a wisdom roll?
It was a wisdom
Or-
check, yes.
A wisdom check. Okay.
It was while you were resting. You were all getting to know the items that you had collected, focusing on getting things ready to have your long rest, and I had you roll that wisdom check. It wasn't a saving throw, it was just a general feel of how you think everything is going.
I gotcha. Okay. Aja's got let's see, I had it in my notes somewhere. Aja's doing first for kind of guarding, like while everyone else rests. And I think just feeling this dread, I'm just gonna like, look, it's all right. You guys go ahead and rest. I'll keep watch, but just don't be mad if I wake you up because something's happening. All right?
Something's happening, then yeah, we do need to get up.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, that's stupid. That's the.
I thought Ponderance didn't sleep.
This is so
Okay.
boring. It put him to sleep.
Exactly.
Making exception.
All right, so
It's his performative nap.
what would you
Okay,
like
fine.
doing?
I would. Let's see. Who we got? I guess he'd go over to. I will say that he notices Aja. There we go. I go over to talk to her about it. See how she's feeling. I don't know. I don't think this is a good idea. I'm not sure what it is about this place.
I mean, maybe they make a good point. Like, this place is designed to cause more chaos and fear, regrets, doom. They need to rest. I understand. Like, the rest of the party are tired.
I mean, we can get back in just as easy as we did the first time, no?
I don't know. I don't know. Like, if the traps reset. if they
Sacre bleu!
change. Like, seemed like there was lots of layers to this.
Yes. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's worth the risk.
You're welcome to stay up with me if you want.
What was the feeling? What was the feeling that we got, Alex?
You felt like there was something watching you. You felt like when you turned around to see whatever is watching you, there was nothing there. You felt as if staying in one spot would be detrimental. You felt like there was something about this place that wants you to feel weakened.
Okay.
Do you two want to let Ponderance and Sheila know? Or are you kind of trying to decide whether to
Yeah, I'll go
just
over
keep it to
to
yourself?
Ponderance and pat him on the shoulder and say, "Don't fall asleep just yet, or don't start your meditation."
Okay. I can wait and stay up, make sure it's safe for an hour or two.
And then I'll, I guess, get Sheila's attention and Sheila and Delta's attention, as well as my mind is blanking.
Loki?
Oh, Asha.
And-
Yeah, Loki.
Yes, sir.
Loki, sorry. And then I'll just say to the group that I'm not really sure what it is, but I just feel like we're being watched, and I'm not sure if it's safe, even here, this close to the entrance, to take a long rest. I don't know about you, but my body feels so much heavier the longer I stand still. I'm not sure if that's psychological or physical, but I'm not sure what it'll be if I take a long rest.
I mean, I suppose caution is probably wise. Does anyone have a way to check for maybe a curse on the area?
I think it might just be this entire temple.
Wouldn't want anyone to, fall asleep and not wake up. Seems on the theme of this excursion. I mean, if you are worried, it takes, 10 minutes to get outside?
Well, less than that to get inside, or outside. We don't quite know if I don't know if it'll be as easy to get inside as it was last time.
So what you're saying is we need to go outside to take a rest, come back
think-
in. Is that what you're saying?
I think that
Because
would be the
continuing to
safest.
explore with us being this exhausted is not wise at all. But if we could just
That's
go
true.
outside, like you're saying, get a rest and come back, I just don't think we can continue trying to explore this place as exhausted as we are.
True. And I mean, worst case, we leave, the dead start to walk again, and we dispatch them as easily as we did the first time, with
Yeah, maybe
more knowledge of how it works.
Maybe a little
Possibly.
bit more cautious with our abilities.
Exactly. We'll know how to take things down.
But haven't you already casted your hut?
Did you wake me up?
Yes.
Okay. Then I will suggest that I can. Oh wait, hang on. No, I can. That I can teleport us out somewhere, and then we can teleport back after we rest.
Didn't you try and teleport several times and bad things happened?
Oh, that's right. That
I mean, we could teleport from outside.
place
you
did
could
not
tell-
like that
The
teleport.
bad
I know
thing
that.
How many
The
times
bad
can you
thing
use it a day?
3. But the bad thing that happened was from the crystal
Oh, that
thing that was over the doorway here.
one of the side.
I guess if we went outside and if you wanted to teleport, maybe we could go back to town and sleep in a bed, get some good food, and come back. It's been a long time since we've been.
Has it really been?
How long were we trekking to get to with the guide the first time to the cultist area?
It was almost a week, I think. Like 4 or 5 days.
And then after that, we've been, I don't know, it's like, I feel like it's been like 3 days since we.
It's
'cause we
been
took
one.
a long rest. It's been what?
The last time you took a long rest was outside of the Yuan-Ti temple.
Yeah. Didn't we take a long rest inside the Yuan-Ti temple, or did we take a short rest there?
You took a short rest.
Okay. Yeah, so it's been like a week since we've had good food.
I just filter feed, so I'm fine.
Filter feed. I thought you said felt my feet. Well, hope that helps.
Yep, just, wiggle my pinky toe and suddenly I'm full. It's just a weird quirk of the undead body, I guess.
Porque no los dos.
Look, I know that we can sit here, we can talk about this. You guys already casted the tiny hut.
I did, yeah. I just wasted that.
I am going to stay up to keep watch. And we can just attempt and see what happens. And I will
All right.
come and wake you up if anything.
I mean, worst case, you can wake us up and I can teleport us out.
Exactly.
Do we have, can I look around? Is there something like from here that I can grab, like a little trinket or something?
I mean, we're in a room with a bunch of
Then
skeletons.
their
You could probably-
mask.
You can
And
take one of their
haven't-
heads.
All of us like taken some kind of item
No,
from this place.
I haven't yet.
I don't think so.
Took this ring. Move it around on my finger. My precious. I know Loki took a staff of some kind, like a snake
He
staff.
did. Yeah, if I remember. Yeah.
There was like a skull staff.
He
Oh, and I
does
took, like,
that.
Oh, I took all of the offerings from that one room.
Oh, well,
Really.
give me one of those then.
Okay, I'll
Like a
give you,
coin or something.
Fed the bugs. What do I have? What can I give you? I'll give you this little, I'll give you the, small statue of the spaghetti god.
The spaghetti god?
It's like the statue, the mini statue of the Gorlick god. It was like a bunch of tentacles.
Oh, I got it.
But
I didn't know they
I've-
had a spaghetti god. here.
I labeled it spaghetti, a small statue of spaghetti god. Because he didn't know his name at the time. I'll hand that to Ash.
So you're staying up to keep watch. How are you gonna know if something happens internally? Like if the aura
Yeah,
of
can
the
you stay
place
watch
enters a
inside of
person?
my head?
I mean, I could maybe take first watch and every hour, not only keep a sight with my astral sight, but maybe even use an unwritten latent part of my mind link to try and insight how people are doing internally. Wouldn't be reliable,
Deal.
but I could do my best.
Sure. I mean, you were the second person I was going to wake to finish the rest of the watch. So
Okay, well, why don't I take first watch then, in case something happens in the first hour or two.
it's all right.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna.
Well, it could be a gradual process, you know.
We don't have
Maybe
to actually, for like a long rest, we don't have to actually be asleep for whatever for 8 hours, right? We just have to like not exert ourselves.
Well, no. If your race requires you to sleep, you have to be asleep for 6 of those hours.
I need my REM sleep, I think.
I just go into a trance. elf thing.
Same.
Okay. I don't know. I guess maybe I'll sleep the first 2 hours and then see how I feel after, and then we're adamant on staying in here.
At least give it a shot, you know?
Okay.
I'll go into the tiny tent and I'll just kind of position myself like really close to the entranceway, wherever it is.
Excuse me. Where's the hut exactly?
It's where the
It's a
gray
circle.
sphere is.
The Great Sphere. Okay. That's tiny.
Tiny
It's
hut.
called the tiny hut.
That's what Liam called it when he made it. Okay. So you all huddle into the tiny hut. The tiger is still able to move around and whatnot. But if Ponderance is doing the first watch, I'll have you make a perception check.
Okay. Oh,
You have inspiration?
yes, I do. I'm not really worried, but I'm gonna miss something walking into the room.
I am.
I can do it again.
You're gonna miss all the mice.
Is your tiger able to make a perception too?
Oh, that's true. I'm not resting.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, and it has advantage on perception based on smell. So the second one is, well, never mind. Negligible difference, but I get +1 if the thing it's noticing is smell based.
Smells the undead.
Problem is, we said we started the long rest after last. Oh, I used all of my key points, I think. I pressed the long rest button at the end of last session because we said we were starting. But I think I did use all of my key on the mimic. So I actually can't use my visage. So my mind link lets me allow creatures to speak back to me. For a very mechanical reading of the rule, I'd maybe like to check on everyone by allowing them to speak back to me and see if their mind is sleep talking or hearing the noise of their brain. I don't know. But also latently, just since I have the ability to mind link, maybe any subconscious stuff I can insight from it. Is that okay, Alex? This is the real-time sound inside everyone's brain. It'll just empty up there.
Hello. Hello.
Yep.
I've been talking, but I guess my mic was disconnected.
Oh,
So you took a short rest, so you do have your key points back.
Oh, cool. Then I would like to boost that maybe after 30 minutes using my Wisdom of the Spirit. Well, activating my visage and using the Wisdom of the Spirit in that check on people as I go around one by one to everyone.
Okay. Well, let's first resolve what you perceive. So, where are you situated in the room?
Probably. You can see out of the hut, right?
Yes.
And does the hut block any sensory input, or would I be able to hear, smell, see normally?
I believe magic can't go through that you limit, so you can send your mind link in, but you can't see in.
Okay. I guess I'm asking because if Ponderance knows that there's anything that he'd be less likely to perceive on the outside, he'd wait outside. But if there's truly no difference between inside and outside, he's going to be inside.
Okay. So you are with this group of people up here? Everyone's piled
Yes.
inside? Okay. So, as you are taking a look around, making sure everything's good, sights and sounds, having your tiger smell the air, just in case there's a bit different dead that shows up, you see from down the hall where you came from a floating mask about 6 feet up off the ground, and it hovers in view. And once it sees there are creatures in this room, it stops moving forward.
Okay. If it's... If it's just sitting there, like it just freezes, nothing happens.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna wait. Maybe like 60 seconds. See if it does anything. It's not in the room, right? You said it's all the way down the hallway?
Can you see it?
No.
Okay. Do you have a torch lit?
I don't think I had one lit.
You had one from when you blew up the hull down here.
Oh,
I don't remember if you put it out, if it was put out.
I don't know. But let's just say it's, I guess, sitting by the doorway then. Or left it lit so I could actually see down the hallway. I was keeping watch.
Okay. Well, can you see the mask now?
No.
Okay. You picked someone who doesn't have dark vision. Well, it is just floating. It's very much like the masks you've seen on all of the skeletons in this room. They still are wearing it as they are slumped into their throne-like chairs. But you see it.
Said last session we needed to pull them all out of there first. Just for posterity's sake.
Pull what off? What?
Oh, no, we didn't actually do it, but I suggested that we move all the corpses out of the room before we sleep, and no one bit.
Oh.
Anyway,
Okay.
just assuring that blame's not my fault if they all rise and kill us.
Okay, so you stand and wait for this mask to make any kind of movement. And after maybe 5 minutes, it starts to move forward again, though it feels as if it's a bit hesitant to move forward, but it is continuing to move closer.
Everyone still has their gear on or right next to them in the hut, right?
Yes.
I believe so.
Like, people aren't gonna have to spend 10 minutes donning their armor or anything.
I didn't bring no
guess, is-
nightie.
Okay.
Bring my
Um,
nightie on adventure.
I'm gonna have the tiger walk up to it.
Okay. As soon as the tiger begins to move forward, the mask itself disappears in a cloud of a black cloud of mist.
Okay. A bit skeeved out. I think Ponder's gonna stay in the room keeping watch, but have the tiger walk like that square hallway around us, so like out through the main hall, up through the room with the shambling key spine, back through the secret passage, and make that loop for a while.
Okay. And you continually check in on people and don't get any kind of reading from them.
Huh.
Time goes by, you don't notice anything else. Are you waking Aja for the next shift?
Yes. Okay. The creature vanishes at the next dawn, so I'm gonna keep the tiger on patrol. I tell Aja there was a floating mask. It seemed to dissipate as soon as I sent the tiger out to go look, and it hasn't been back. And keep the tiger roaming the halls, just to make sure.
Floating mask? Like
Yeah,
a
like that
different
one.
kind or oh. And it wasn't one of theirs.
Doesn't seem to be so. At first I thought maybe we should take all the bodies out of the room, but now I'm worried maybe we should keep them in here if the mask is not going to approach us. I don't know what'll happen if the mask, gets to its body. I think when dealing with the undead, we should always worry about them coming back. So maybe we should gather all the bodies up in one place, so you don't have to look every angle throughout the night. I can
Okay.
help you.
Sure.
Okay. So pile the bodies in probably the back left corner. Yeah, opposite of the doors. Since it was in the upper hallways, I'm less concerned about the running waterway. So yeah, bottom left corner of this room.
Did we lose?
Do we need to roll anything?
Alex again?
No, you don't need to roll anything.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for you doing your thing.
Yeah, we're just gonna move the bodies. All of these undead, these dead undead, just put them in that corner.
Is Loki's a movable rod visible? Can I see it in his bag? Or is it
Probably.
like clutching it?
Nah, he's got it. He's got it. Probably strapped back, or you'll see.
Okay.
We all-
Well, if I can grab it without disturbing Loki, I might take it and stab it through the pile of corpses and lock it in place.
So they can't move.
Okay,
He does.
yeah. You get the movable rod in there, lock it and load it. And then, is there anything else you want to say to Aja as you go to bed? Are you going in trance?
I wanted to make sure everyone else slept, but I actually am doing pretty okay. So as soon as you see anything, go ahead and wake me up.
Okay. How many hours has it been? It's been 4?
Yeah. So it was he did
And-
3 hours shift, and you had that hour long rest or short rest to keep getting that mixed up.
Okay, so then I got a long rest in.
Okay.
Excellent.
A long rest, out of character. A long rest will give me back some like slightly useful attributes, but I'm pretty much full on ki and full on health after that short rest. So I use my hit dice, so I should be fine. If you need to wake
Hell
me
yeah. Here's to being melee class, right?
up. Yep.
Freaking
Okay.
marathon this.
But I'll get my 2 past life knowledges back, so I'm missing 2 1d6 ability checks, and I can heal my 7 emotional damage.
I gotta think about what was said. Okay. Aja's gonna try and hide. She wants to stealth my hood up. I am not going to equip my boots of speed. I'm gonna keep the ring of protection on, and I assume I'm still attuned to it. Stealth.
Okay. So, also roll perception.
And I got my bag of tricks. And I'm gonna replenish my arrows. Perfect. Perception, you say? That's a 10.
Okay. So, you're keeping an eye out, looking around, and kind of keeping a good eye out on both the bodies and the hall that Ponderance mentioned. The tiger is still patrolling this area up and down. Throughout the night, and as you are checking stuff out, you see from down the hall, you see 2 floating masks approach this area. And when they see that you are there, keeping an eye out, they also stop and hover for a moment.
Oh.
So,
Can
damn,
I,
they can see us, huh? They can see me, even with the stealth? Wow, it must be magic.
I can
Well,
heal you.
I guess I'll say they can see you as in y'all.
Oh.
They see that there is a layman's tiny hut in this room. They see a tiger patrolling back and forth.
See the hut? I thought the hut was invisible.
No, it's opaque.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's okay. Cool. Well, I will have my bow at the ready if needed. Did Ponderance perhaps tell me how he had seen the mask and how he made it disappear?
I had said that something had walked up to it. Or that I had the tiger walk up to it. And I guess I didn't say it before, so the tiger's probably just commanded to walk the circle. So eventually, if you wait long enough, the tiger will probably approach the masks again.
I'm gonna throw a bag of wet tricks at it. Well, I'm gonna throw a creature from the wet bag.
I was gonna say,
The wet
take
bag of
this,
tricks.
throw the whole bag.
Just the whole bag.
Thank you. All right.
Well, that's a 1, so it's a seahorse. So I'd discreetly toss a what is the description of it? I pull a damp object from the bag and I throw it up to 20 feet and it turns into a seahorse. So it gets to here.
Okay.
Boo!
It hits the ground and flops there. And it starts moving around. It is suffocating.
Makes sense. Do the masks do anything?
The masks see this damp object fly and plop. And yes, they begin to move forward. This one moves forward a little bit. This one moves forward a little bit.
Oh.
Do anything else?
I'm just gonna ready my bow, ready to shoot, and just kind of wait for the tiger to see if the tiger moves, like to here or something. If maybe they'll move.
Okay. It gets to here and it finds the torch, and it snuffs the torch out. The mask to the lower one.
Okay.
You see, it doesn't have a form. You just see it pick up the torch, and then without any kind of movement, the flame is extinguished.
So I see them. The two masks get closer. It looks like they pick up the torch, but there's no body.
Yes, so these masks are just floating about 6 feet in the air from the ground. You see the torch hover as if someone is picking it up, and then the flame is extinguished.
Yes. Inkwell from dead goat guy. Green candle. What? I guess I'm just gonna send a message to Ponderance. Use my earring.
You have reached the voicemail box of.
Damn it! Yeah, I'm gonna try and point your finger toward a creature within range and whisper a message. I'll just point it towards Ponderance's body, where I believe he is in the tent, in the hut. Okay, cool. I keep expecting message to have like a word limit, but I guess it's more just a distance. So I'm just gonna be like, Musk's showed up. They have extinguished the torch that was outside in that hallway, and they are moving closer. And I think I will try and move closer too.
I would be careful. We don't know if it's trying to get back to those bodies. Oh, wait, can I respond? Yeah, okay.
Yes.
We don't know if they're trying to get back to the bodies or put themselves on us. Have the tiger do it. By mentally command the tiger to hurry the fuck up. Why is this circle taking so long? And go walk up to the mass.
It actually didn't know what a circle was. It was doing like a octagon or something.
Okay, so yeah, the tiger will approach the masks. The masks will not move forward any further, but they are not going away.
Alright. I'll have the tiger walk up, like right next to them. Still no reaction.
They seem not affected.
Okay, I'll have the tiger bat its paw at one of them.
Like an attack?
No, like to shoo it away.
Okay, so you're not trying to make contact. You're just trying to be threatening?
No, I guess I assumed based on the way they look. They are ephemeral, so like literally moving its paw through them. I guess that can be an attack.
Like not trying to target the mask, but trying to target whatever space is below the mask.
Okay, yeah. So if there was something that was hovering, or if there was something corporeal, then you would be hitting it. But the assume is that there isn't anything there.
I don't know how long messages run around, so I'll use my mind link to keep that going. Daja, it's like, do you have a shot? Maybe do you want to try to hit the mask? Last time they just dissipated. Tiger's kind of useful, so I don't want something bad to happen if it touches the mask, but an arrow might be fine. And while standing there, in the absence of an instruction, the tiger picks up the seahorse in his mouth and swallows.
Wow.
Ooh, hardly ever get seafood.
Okay, yeah, I'll take a shot at one of the masks.
Okay. Yeah, you are still hidden.
Sweet. Oh god, how did I do this again? There's like a bunch of shit or something. Bonus action, planar warrior. Oh wait, I have to move closer. I have to get within 30 feet of them. Oh, I am. Never mind. Cool. There's that. That's gonna give me an extra D8. Sneak attack. Planar warrior. This has advantage. So, oh, and I would probably do the sharpshooter. Take that -5. Boom. And we'll do one more to see if it. Okay, yeah.
Oh.
And then that's the damage.
Okay.
Do I still see that streak of light coming from my arrow?
So let's jump into private time for a moment.
Okay. And I'm aiming for this one right here. Closest one. I'm in danger.
All right. So you, from the shadows, you aim and fire at the lower mask. And as you do so, the black streak once again appears after the arrow has been shot and very quickly dissipates as the arrow leaves a trail in the air. You strike the mask dead on between the eyes, and once it hits, before you can react and do anything else, that black streak shows up, but it comes from the mask itself. Following the path that the arrow took from the mask back to your bow, before you can even lower it, it manages to the black manages to consume the bow very quickly and run up into your hand. And once it hits your hand, you feel very cold. And you see, as your body has a shiver run down it, a glimpse into the ethereal plane, you see that the two masks are on two individuals. These individuals are dressed in robes. They are very thin, not wearing a whole lot other than the robes themselves, and they are covered in bandages. Though you cannot see their faces, you do see a mouth and eyes beyond the mask. And only for a second do you see this, and with this shot, they see you, and they hone in on you. And in that time, you return, your eyesight returns to the material plane. And when you do, the masks themselves have disappeared and there is nothing there. We'll go back.
So hold on. Just to recap, I fired my arrow. I saw the black streak. The blackness, that black aura is emanating from the masks.
So you shot the arrow, you saw the black streak, and it dissipated as it traveled to the mask. So it was no longer connected to your bow. Once it hit the mask, it returned from the mask to your bow, as if the mask was shooting an arrow to you, to your own arrow back at you. But it returned to your bow, not
I got
hitting you.
It returned to my bow, like rewind?
Yes.
Oh.
But it was just a black streak. It wasn't the arrow itself.
I see. Arrow's blackness? Black aura?
You ready?
I think so. So I saw them. I could tell that it was in the ethereal plane.
Yes, you recognize this plane.
Okay. Oh God. Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. Let's go back.
Alright, so, Ponderance, you see Aja shoot with deadly precision, hit the mask lower with an arrow between the eyes, and in an instant, the both of the masks disappear.
Yay.
Just going to look at her hands and look at her bow and see if anything has changed to it. And she's just gonna kind of stand there in like contemplation as to what happened.
Mind link and say, oh, good, that worked. So now we know we can do that again.
It didn't work.
What do you mean? They seem to be gone.
They are not gone. They are in a different plane. Tell me, what do you know of... I don't know how many words, if there's a word limit to mind link, or if it's just like...
Nope. As long
Okay.
as I keep letting you talk back, you can do it.
It's just a Discord channel in our brains.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. I was just gonna be like, I know I hit the mask, but it did not hit. Like, there is something strange, and it's like there are creatures or people or something that are in a different plane of existence that are inhabiting this tomb.
That's so weird. Who are we
I
gonna
know
call?
I went to the ethereal plane.
Who we gonna call?
Who are we gonna call?
There's something strange in the neighborhood.
Hmm. Did something happen when you hit them? Are you okay?
Oh, I think I'm okay. I hit them with energy from the shadow fell from a different plane, and they hit me back. But I saw them for just a brief moment because they touched me. They're in a different plane. I briefly saw them in the ethereal plane, but I myself did not actively choose to go to the ethereal plane. They somehow made me see, or I saw through the ethereal plane of what they are. They looked very similar to that cultist leader that we had killed that was covered in bandages.
Alex, my background was my character studying how to project himself to another plane. Can I use my past life knowledge and roll Arcana to maybe deduce ways that they could influence us, so I would know what the threat is?
Sure.
Okay. So Arcana.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you know that contacting other planes is very difficult. And, for the most part, they stay separate. But there are some people, and you have seen Aja disappear and talk about other planes as well. There are some people who can travel between planes, and other beings that can do so as well. Though you don't really know of how frequent or how easy it is. But you know it is possible to travel between planes.
Well, these things must be really powerful if they can exist in both places at once. You said you saw them for a second, but also they touched you. Did you see just the two where the masks were, or are we swarmed by these things right now in another plane?
I only saw the two that were wearing the masks. They looked like masks floating, and then I shot my arrow at them, and it wasn't like they returned fire or, repelled. It was like they turned back time of my arrow with my force energy being shot at them, and it came back to me. And that was like them touching me. I felt a connection. I felt cold, very cold. And I saw through the ethereal plane the figures that were wearing the masks, and I can tell that they were humanoid in shape. I could see the flesh of the mouths and the eyes of the creatures through the masks, but I could not see their face in what race or anything. They were very ancient, very old. They weren't dead, they weren't undead, they were just old. Old.
Weird. Maybe they had died here a long time ago, and this temple does something to souls that meet their end here. That's my best guess, but truly, I don't know. In the meantime, let's not chance it again by directly engaging them. I still have more animals where the tiger came from, and maybe next time you can throw your seahorse directly at the mask, and we can just do that to get through the night.
Okay. I will not use my connection to the other planes if that seems to be something they can use against us.
I think that is wise.
I can go into the ethereal plane if you want me to just go and investigate. That seems very dangerous.
It seems like anytime we disconnect or move from our physical body here in the material plane, something bad happens. I think it's best to avoid that at all costs so we don't summon another specter.
You're right. Because both Sheila and Ashe experienced bad consequences when they tried to teleport.
Yeah, I don't
Or missed
truly. truly don't know what it could be, but I think we should stay as close and connected to our physical body as we can for now. If you would like to continue watch, you can have my bag of tricks.
Oh, that's okay. I have another one. I will go ahead and pull out my animal. Not SeaWorld, but regular bag. 7. I got a dire wolf. I got a doggo.
Yay.
The doggo and the tiger immediately get into a fight. The cat gets all fluffed up and the dog just starts barking a bunch.
I think I'm going to try to continue to rest. I'm going to have the tiger continue that route around the halls. Can I also give it the instruction to listen to Aja?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Alright. Will you be good?
Yeah.
Okay. Wake me if you need anything. Never
Have you
crossed
talked
off.
to the tiger? Will you be good?
Meow.
Who's your good boy?
Meow.
Okay, but this is hardly a fair fight. Your dire wolf has a crossbow. My tiger stands no chance.
It's a tiny
I'm
axe.
sorry.
But yeah.
Oh,
I was
somebody's
zoomed out. That's
attacking.
another person. That looked like the edge of a crossbow. This is so funny.
It's actually just a kobold, but I call it a direwolf because I don't know what kobolds look like. That's my wolf. That's my dog. Why is your dog wearing armor? I don't know. It just
Wolves
came like
its eyes.
that.
So
Yeah,
It's
it
just
just like
really smart.
it just goes like bark, bark. I am a dog. Bark, bark.
Uh.
Okay, so Ponderance, you head back to the hut. And Aja, are you keeping watch still?
Yeah, I'll go back into stealth if I need to.
Okay. So you get back into your usual positions, and you have the dog and the cat. Just keep an eye out for whatever, and we'll let you know when something comes up. But you go the rest of your long rest, and nothing else shows up. You get your long rest in.
yay.
I'm gonna send a message to Ponderance and say, I'll just send it to you.
The 8 hours is up. The hut disappears.
Poof.
And I want everyone to roll a d6. Aja?
Just a D6?
Yes. And now I want everyone to roll a d100. As you do that, the number you got for your d6, based on your abilities, your strength, dexterity, etc., whatever number you got on your d6 will be the number associated with that attribute. So a 2 is dexterity, a 4 is intelligence, 5 is or 6 is charisma, and your ability score for that will go down by 1.
Permanently?
Not, I mean, for a while.
I
Not
mean,
permanent.
permanently is a while.
It is, but it's a while is also not permanent.
So strength is a 1, dexterity is a 2, constitution's a 3.
Correct.
Dexterity. So I get a 5, which would be my wisdom.
Yes.
So I have a 0.
You want to switch?
Is it the
Mine was
modifier or the
Constitution.
score?
It's the score, not the modifier. So it's the teens.
Oh, I see. So I go to 12.
And the
We're
2
losing minus what?
minus 1. The 2 I rolled, the 2d6. The first one is for Loki, the second one is for Hesera. And keep track of this number.
Sorry.
And the D100 is for something I'm going to send you.
You say you're keeping track of what number?
You should keep track of the ability that went down and by how much.
I see.
You have a way that you recommend doing that?
In your bio on your character sheet, at the
I
top it
put
says
it in
bio.
my flaws.
Or that.
It's quite the flaw.
Right?
Fly.
Oh shit.
Foie gras. Oh, I never realized that you could filter your traits. Like your feet area.
You can filter them?
Yeah, so like above where it says like
Rearrange them. Oh.
so yeah, you just click where it says filter by and you can choose like background and it'll only show your background, or you choose your feats and it'll only show your feats or class. Oh, I guess I could just do this. So, okay, question. When our stats go back, do they go back in the order that they came away, or do they all come back at one time after we've left the presence of whatever this thing is?
I will let you know.
Okay. Well, what I'm trying to ask is, do I need to keep track of the order in which they go down, or can I just put the number that they were at the beginning of this?
It's just your score and then -1.
Okay.
So you don't, it's not an order thing.
Damn, this sucks.
What if I have the belt, which sets my strength to 23, regardless of my strength?
But you didn't roll a 1.
I'm just asking.
I think that would stay because it overrides the item overrides it.
I will call this my stats prior to demoralization. Damn. Does that include... Hold on. How do I... How do you whisper people again?
/W and then the character name.
Are you GM or what are you?
Yeah. I think it's DM.
Oh, sorry. It says from DM in parentheses GM. So.
Oh, so the ones that I see are directly to me.
Yes.
You,
The,
or
green,
you
the green
can-
ones are whispers.
Yeah. You might have control of a character, of an extra character, because that person was gone at some point. I don't.
Are you going
know
to give me
who's-
something that I don't already have?
Oh, buddy. You better believe it.
If you already have it, then it's amplified.
Descriptive.
I have access to Taylor and his Sarah. As far as moving tokens, at least. I don't know if that's.
Oh shit! Yeah, I don't know which one is mine. I have 2 DMs, so I'm not sure.
Okay.
I mean, if you want me to do both of them.
And how many did
Okay.
you see, Ash?
2.
Okay. Okay. So you all wake up. You feel a little bit less of yourself. Whether it's physically or mentally. But there is something itching in your head as if it's trying to get out. Or possibly trying to get in. You aren't sure. But you feel like something's out there. It's the truth. The truth is out there.
Ah.
And also the 2 companions disappear.
No.
My rope's still here.
How do you do that again? Is that like something WM?
/DM.
Worf.
Okay, well, you are all awake and you all have your feelings. What would you like to do next?
I say we go ahead and explore the areas we just opened. Bed.
Well, you guys better follow me. I know where I'm going. You better keep up too. I go pretty quick.
Well, I guess we should follow this guy.
What do you mean, this guy? You know my name.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Wait, is that actually... No. I didn't know that your last name was Malukigos, so I was kind of confused for a second. Yes, sorry, let's follow the best there is and ever will be.
Goddamn right. I will lead the way.
Hystera clings very close to Ashe, as if she doesn't want to get too far from her. Okay, so you head out. Where would you like to go?
Wherever I lead.
All right, lead.
Do we need to give you a marching order?
Yeah.
I'll be in the back.
Ponderance will stay right behind Cthulhu. Sorry, the best there is and will ever be.
Oh god.
Gotta say his full name. Cthulhu Metal Skin Malukigo, the best there is and ever will be.
First of his name.
You're lucky Loki isn't feeling talking. He's got it.
Lead on.
Okay.
So that we may not stay here another night.
I would.
With a
Get
With
what
a
we came to get and get out.
with a confidence not held by very many people, Bethune will start walking.
Loki will pat himself, be confused, and then see the pile of dead bodies and say, I don't remember doing that. And go over and pull out his immovable rod.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Do you light a torch for Cahoon to see?
He doesn't need a torch.
Okay.
I do, so Ponderance will light a torch.
Yeah, thank you. I think I need. Do I need it? No, maybe I don't.
No. Only Ponderance and Cahoon.
Okay.
Weird that the dead can't see at night, right?
What was that?
It's weird that that undead can't see.
I was going
Dark.
to say, I think that's off.
I mean, he's got macular degeneration.
Oh, I guess.
Oh, that could be.
Yeah, that's just yes.
Okay.
We haven't gone over there.
That's not where we're going.
Oh, can I go over there?
Oh, fine. Break up the party.
It's
Best
just
time
me,
to
I'll
do
be
it.
fine.
Yeah.
There's a dog over there. I gotta go get it.
There's a what?
Are we going after
Dog.
the dog?
You
Do we
guys
need
don't
the
see
dog?
the dog?
to pet that dog.
No,
There's no dog over there?
don't stray. Stay with me. I know
There's
where
a
I'm
dog. It's like
I
right
know-
over here.
I know where I'm going.
That's just like, I'm going to pet that dog.
What that dog doing?
Why is there a dog in here? Where did my dog go?
Is that not your dog?
Oh, I
That-
don't think
that
so.
What that
You
dog?
don't see that
doing?
dog? That wolf over there?
Wolf, wolf. No, no one sees anything. Get back in line. How did you get over there so fast?
Man,
She's very fast.
so fast.
Oh, I
Okay.
can't. Oh, there it is.
There actually.
There we go.
What?
Perfect. Should we be at the top up here? Or where should we be?
Oh, right. It's from last time, so.
All right, y'all stay close now. You hear?
You guys see that giant head?
No.
Giant
know.
head.
You
I
mean
swear
the
to God,
one,
there's giant head.
Yes.
the one on the best there is and will ever be?
We've
No,
been
no.
there before. We're not going there. We're going down, 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 in the ring of darkness.
Fire.
Come on,
Is that a
let's
boot?
go. We're going.
Okay.
We're on a mission.
Following.
What's this thing? Is this real? What is this?
Oh, this
Uh,
is gonna
that-
be fucking. This is a nightmare.
That is a wooden plaque you saw before. It has had writing on it before, but it's unintelligible at this point.
I literally can't tell if you are just actually, if this is actually Althea or if this is like cursed. Asha.
Aja.
I can't tell the difference.
Asha's already been cursed. She was cursed this entire time with ADHD. I touch the sign to make sure it's real.
It feels real. It feels like wood.
And I try and remove it.
Yeah, make a strength check.
It's a 9.
It feels like it's bolted to the wall. I mean, it's kind of weird that they would put this here and just make it so you can't remove it, but yeah, you feel it's sturdy.
Can't read it.
I'm gonna call out in an intimidating fashion. If you don't stop touching stuff, I'm gonna tie you up and drag you behind everybody until we get to where we're supposed to be going.
Jeez.
In the most menacing way possible with my 10.
Say a elven square.
I am
elven
highly
square
tempted to
word.
start touching stuff myself. See if he can drag both of them.
I flex.
yells out to something that I assume, I don't know if anyone else sees it, but she's gonna be like, if you're dead, you have to tell me.
There ain't no
What?
rules about that.
As we continue, Ponderance is gonna mind link with Aja and ask, are we supposed to be following this guy? Does he actually know what he's doing?
I don't think so. I can't tell what is real not right now. Like, you guys didn't see that dog. You didn't see, like, the people that are over there? And I'll point to, like, this way.
No.
No, I did not. But, I guess anything can happen in a dream, so I'll just roll with it.
Trust this guy. Just
It'll work itself out.
We'll figure.
touch the walls
Doo-doo.
as we move along.
She's gonna fall inside of like a hidden door. Some like Scooby-Doo shit. I don't think I have anything.
Some hands come out of the wall and just snatch me, and all you hear is just like,
Good way of painting. Got little eye holes in it. Yeah.
yeah.
That's fine.
Well, speaking of that, the door to the south here is 3 head-sized holes, windows in them, and on the opposite side you can see 3 zombies inside.
And we're real?
You can try and get inside and check.
I would like to do this. I'm gonna tap on the glass. Yell. Like, are you dead?
Hello?
It's law that you have to tell me.
Is?
None
Lawful.
of them are talking.
They're not lawful zombies.
When you yell at them, all 3 of them lunge for the door and try and claw their way out.
What's the room look like?
The room looks like another large room. It has a wagon in the center. And
It's like big enough for 2 villagers.
it looks like it has a large sarcophagus in it.
That's on brand.
We should go into that room.
No, we should not go into that room. It's not real.
I'm gonna try and open that door.
It's not real.
Of course,
I-
Feels real.
it looks
You-
real.
how do I know
It's
if you're real?
Just ask me, and I'll tell you. Real. I'm not having any of these issues.
Well, you try and open the door, but there's no mechanism to open it.
Fuck! It's not real.
Told you.
That's the
Means
Now
best.
you,
it's not
now you
real.
believe
It
me?
just means there's no mechanism, so it's got to be like, I don't know, whistle.
Now do you believe me? All right, come in, and I'll like here. You can feel me. You can see that I'm real.
Aja, like, if you're like reaching out a hand, she will like kind of look at it, and then she'll like, you know how cats will look into corners and stuff? Like, they'll just suddenly like quickly stare at a wall, or look across the room to stare at something very intently. She'll do that a few times.
Yeah.
Channeling some Nana Yaga.
She'll do that sound. And then she'll kind of like quickly smack your hand, and bat it a few times just to make sure it is real.
Patiently just waiting for her to be satisfied.
I think Ponderance will also do the same. Just like sheepishly walk up and be like, oh,
Make
okay.
sure real.
Ponderance, what's the matter with you?
What is the matter with you people? I think I can't tell what's going on if I'm just with a bunch of weirdos.
Well, I just, wanted to make sure if I was thinking about his flesh melting when I touched it, it didn't. So
What?
either-
Oh,
Okay, something is clearly wrong.
people, we need to
This
get the,
place.
we
Yes,
need to
it's
get
this
ourselves.
place.
We got to get done what we came to do. Get at.
What? Which is what exactly?
You're
It
acting
seems like this
stranger than
man's just
normal.
leading us down into hell.
This
and
is
yeah,
I
exactly.
don't really like
You
this
know,
dream.
you know my name.
The
Do we
best there
know?
is and will ever be.
No.
How do we
Please.
know? Because you're pulling us all the way down into hell. Like, you're maybe one of the cultists, and you are going to sacrifice us to gain rank in this crazy death cult.
We have been
Oh,
in here
they're-
together. We have been in here together for a full day now.
That is
Oh.
true. True. We've been in together full day. You folks all being absolutely hysterical, funny. That just doing what you need to do.
I see. I'm sorry. The best there is and will ever be. I seem to be ruining your dream for you, so I will take a back seat.
my
Just go ahead and go where we need to go.
name is Cthulhu.
Yeah,
Do you know your
Cthulhu.
name?
Yes, of course. I'm Ponderance. Clearly, I've somehow ended up in whatever's going on in your mind here. I'm glad to help.
What is the last thing that you remember?
My name is Ponderance.
And
I am here connected to the plane of dreams, since obviously in your dreams you can't remember the real world.
you've been in the real world for months now.
But I mean, that's what happens when you're, in a dream. It tells this whole story, but I'm not subject to it right now. So I've been in your real world. It's okay. You don't need to understand intricacies, and I don't need to know what's happened so far.
Okay. Cthulhu is quite confused at this point, but he's confident he's confused. He'll look over. Is Asha still cowering behind me?
Asha,
Um,
you can say
Think
what your
if you-
character does out loud if you want.
Yes, she is.
okay. Ninkithun will look at her and say, "Are you what about you? How are you doing?"
She'll open her mouth and start to like say things, but nothing comes out. And she just kind of like grabs her throat with a weird look on her face.
Sheila laughs hysterically at that.
Okay.
Sarah
not
will
good.
say, "It's not that funny. She seems to have lost her voice. I don't know what's going
I
on."
am laughing with irony. You don't know
So,
irony. That's
so it seems Aja can't see what's real. Ponderance has no recollection of anything in the last 2 months, possibly longer. I'm perfect. She can't.
flaws.
I
Us.
beg to differ. You're perfect, and I laugh even louder.
You're cackling.
I can.
Just fits of laughter. Okay. I don't think I have anything to like temper any of this. I don't even know if I could. I guess I could try to like maybe remove curse, but I guess I'm confident it would work. So I'm gonna look at Ponder. I guess I would try to do remove curse on Ponderance. I will have to touch him.
I don't resist.
Okay, you lay a hand on his shoulder and cast your spell. Ponderance, it seems like you can remember again.
And I presume I have the perspective of I remember not remembering, right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh. Crap. So maybe we should not have slept here.
I mean, that's what I said originally, so I was right.
I was more than willing to go outside, but now I gotta convince the rest of our now nutty crew to cooperate. How many more times can you cast that? We should probably triage whose affect is.
Well, I think I might need to
most
keep it.
hindering.
I might need to keep it from myself, considering how important I am.
I think you might need it right away. You think you're important? Why, that's.
Dude, Cthulhu, you
Asher
realize
seems to
what
have the
your
biggest
affliction
screws.
is, right?
I
No.
don't think there's anything wrong with a little
nothing happened to
natural
me.
humor. Perfect.
You are 100% having a delusion of grandeur and an aggravated sense of self-importance.
Is it a delusion if it's real?
But think about it. This being a dream was just as real to me when I couldn't remember it until you ended it. And besides, I think you being hyper self-important might actually not be a hindrance, but for example, a spellcaster not being able to speak may cause some issues.
You mean
that's true.
I'll point at Asha. Asha, you mean her?
Yes. It's in your best interest for
I
us
think
to
you'll have
succeed on
to-
this.
I feel if we're gonna make this kind of canon, I think you'll have to roll persuasion on me. I'm not sure what I would roll to be obstinate. Alex.
It's up to you.
What?
It's up to you.
Self-importance.
I guess you gotta out.
I don't think we're going to get anywhere with a caster that can speak, or with a Looney Tune, a Looney Tune, well, thief or whatever. That one with the bow.
Oh, damn.
I still have past life knowledge.
She's
so.
Looney Tune. I don't know what's going on with Loki.
You do make good points, but what?
All right.
You volunteer as tribute?
Not me. I have that big deal, but I think that lady with the bow needs to get straightened out, or we're never going to get anywhere. She keeps stopping and licking everything.
Loki seems timid. I mean, before he was much going in and running and fighting stuff, but he seems like no matter what it is, like the plaque on the wall that Audra tried to remove, the zombies at this door, he seems to be wary of everything, as if something will hit him and something will happen.
Well, Loki ain't. That's for sure.
This is
That
Amanda
doesn't
right
seem
now.
right at all.
Am I being attacked? What is the dagger for? Why do you have a -3? Or sharpshooter? You're sharpshooter with the dagger?
I'm not trying to sharpshooter with the dagger.
What does she write?
So why did you roll twice?
Because that's like how I have when I do an attack, I have 2 attacks.
Oh, you're trying to hit twice. Okay.
Yeah.
So roll dexterity also.
Just a flat dexterity?
Acrobatics. Okay. So you go to hit the window with your dagger, you stab it, and it just flies out the back of your hand and down into the pit behind you.
I'll turn around.
While everyone's talking, they'll just hear a tink and then see something fly over the edge.
What in the fuck are you doing?
Loki flinches.
Oh no! You just done scared our scared cat Loki.
Fine. I've made up my mind. It's probably best for the party to have someone who can also cast spells. And I'll remove curse on Ashe.
Okay. Ash, you feel like you're a bit different. Do you try to speak?
Finally.
And the words come out.
Cahoon, can you cast it any more times?
I can cast it every day, as many times as I want to, as long as it's twice.
Oh, I can only cast 3. So
I mean,
well,
the bard laughing doesn't seem totally out of character. That seems to me like maybe we can keep that curse. If I have to pick.
until she just sits there laughing while we're all getting murdered.
I tell you guys, it is pretty funny. I have seen it happen, and it is hysterical. I just feel like I don't even care anymore because it is funny and may as well laugh as you're done.
Okay. Thank you for proving the point. You were right.
Who knows? Maybe it might be helpful.
I know. You guys can cast all the times you have, and then we take another long rest here in the dungeon. And then we just...
Yeah, there we go.
Ash, you're running ahead, trying to get your dagger.
Get my dagger. They're all
Aja.
talking and stuff.
As soon as she tries to run past me, I will grab her.
Dodge out of the way.
Okay, one of you roll athletics, the other roll acrobatics.
A 10. This whole disadvantage thing kind of sucks for me.
Why do you have disadvantage?
I will explain if I'm ever cured.
Okay. Okay.
But I'm gonna, I guess, get captured.
Hey,
And I'm gonna try and bite your arm.
this. If she tries to bite me, I have like leather gauntlets on, so I will just. As soon as she puts it in her mouth, I'll just pull my arm a little bit tighter so she can't unbite me.
How do you do an unarmed strike?
It's roll a d20 and your strength.
I will. Can I grapple?
It's a 13 plus 1. It's a 14.
14, you bite into his armor, but it's all metal.
Real Magalana.
Yeah, you can roll a grapple, another athletics check versus acrobatics or athletics.
You have a plus 10?
Yes. Yeah. I have a 23 in strength.
Oh, yeah.
Strong boy.
Yeah.
Strong.
Do I need to do anything? to try
Are
and get
you
out of
resisting?
grapple? I would like to try and I would. I think Aja would be resisting for sure.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Roll athletics. No balls.
Fucking disadvantage. It's so bad.
While holding her to where her feet can't touch the ground, I will look over at Aja and say, "If you can, you need to cure her. This cannot go on."
Okay, I will cure her. And then I will turn
That's the
to
best.
There's Sarah. And ask if he's okay.
You cure her, right? You
Oh
cure
my
Asha?
gosh, this is
Yes.
hysterical.
Okay.
I swear, I'm gonna.
I'm
write
still.
all this up
I'm
in a
going to hold
song.
on until after it's been cast, and then I will put be near and say, "Are you done?"
Like as soon as it's cast, how long would it take to for it to? Would it work pretty instantaneously?
Yes.
Okay.
Your mouth is still on my gauntlet, and I'm still
Well-
holding you with my other hand to where you can't touch the
I
ground,
would've
and your arms are.
tried to bite, and then I would have tried to fight, and just trying to pull your arm away, but clearly that's not going to do anything. And I would have been swearing the entire time in Elfish, and then I would just stop and kind of look around and be like, Soranas, put me down now.
I will gently set her down.
Rebellis, Galanim Banaumpen.
We will get your dagger back.
That's fine if we don't. That was, wow. I would like to not rest here again.
Did his hair say anything?
Yeah, I was waiting for that conversation. Yeah, Hysera says, I'm totally fine. As long as I'm near you, I think I'll be great.
We don't worry about her getting lost.
Okay. In that case, I will cure Cahoon and whoever the other person is that has.
When she tries to reach for me, I'll say, please, I'm fine. How about you get the
Get
fighter who
him.
can't fight?
Oh,
I cast it anyway. I have 3. I can cast it 3 times.
You're
will.
cured of your
Get him.
ability
Are
to
we gonna have to hold
disadvantage.
him down to get him? I'm gonna say it. Do it.
But I still have that
The minus to the
That
the
minus to
ability
the
score.
stat.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. Wow.
I have cured everyone else except Hesira now.
Oh, did I get? Phew. I don't know. I still think it's.
Is that really everybody?
1, 2,
4 times.
Three. 4. 5. Well, there should be 5.
Well, you did
Is there somebody
Aja.
that's not here?
You did Aja, Loki, and Sheila. And Cahoon.
Is this something that I can cast with a higher level spell slot? Or is this one of those ones where you can't?
No, you can only cast lower level with higher level. You can't cast a higher level with a lower level.
That's not what I'm saying.
If it says
Okay.
you can cast it at higher levels, like upcasting it.
Does it
It'll be at the
add an
bottom of the
additional
spell.
person?
It doesn't say. It's just remove curse.
So we have 7 people, right? I think the laugh track is probably
It's 7,
fine.
yeah.
Just makes her a little bit more menacing. Maybe it'll scare things.
And, well, I mean, there's clearly something wrong with you as well.
But that was before the curse.
I don't think so. I mean, honestly, it's probably fine to have a leader who is wanting to be up front. That's kind of your role, so that's a good.
Yeah, but we don't want him to be, stupid about it. Fan.
I mean, I'm sure he understands if he's so important that if he fucks this up, then he's never going to get the glory of making it through this dungeon. So
Yes.
I have every
I
confidence
do hope he
that you're going to lead us
understands
well.
I have all the confidence. I don't know why you would have any doubt in the first place. That's ridiculous.
Remake.
Okay, so who did you cast remove curse on, Ash? Aja.
Aja, and then I reached for Cahoon, but he, pulled away. So, I don't know.
Did you do it on Loki?
I guess Loki and Sheila?
Okay, they no longer have that mental difference.
Can we have, a 2-minute break really quick?
Sure.
Takes.
So about that door.
We've got bits, but not for him.
Excuse me, stewardess. I speak zombie.
So you still want to do that? Put your hand near the window?
Wait,
What do we want to do? What, sorry?
Do you still want to move your hand near the window?
Yeah, I'll put it near the window. I won't touch the window, though.
They are clawing at the window and the door. It seems very solid because you can barely hear the sound coming through.
Hmm. Okay. I don't know. I think we can come back to this. We'll probably still be here. Plus, who knows what's inside that?
we checked out that big giant head, the green one.
We went over to it last time, but we didn't do anything with it. Because we, were then going to take a rest.
There was like wine room. There was that one hallway where you can just go up on the walls like Spider-Man. That was
There's
over-
lots to explore.
Lots to get distracted by.
Yeah.
If you're a lesser person.
Well, I mean, I think somebody who was amazing would try and get 100% on the dungeon and find all of the treasures and secrets.
You tempt me, but
How will your name be at the top of the scoreboard for this dungeon?
Right.
by being the only person to get in and out of it alive.
Mind linked to Ashe. That's why are you egging him on?
We can explore more. Find more things. I really don't want to go down to that layer, that bottom where the boar head was, because that kind of sucked. That was really scary.
Fair, but if you want to explore more, I imagine there's only terror in store here.
Yeah,
This
but I feel
dungeon
like,
is a nightmare.
you know, the terrors that were on that first floor were really not that big a deal. We handled it easily.
None of them have been a big deal.
Ones
Unless you're-
downstairs were not great.
Unless you're talking telepathically or out of game.
I don't know if Ashe was talking out loud, but I
think
started
I would-
with the mind link, and
Yeah, I would be responding telepathically.
I mean, I guess there could be clues in other rooms, give us helpful tools to deal with it, but
I thought that was the whole point of why we went back upstairs. Not just to rest, but to, like, fully clear the floors before we went down to another layer.
true. But if we're gonna have to rest more, we should conserve our resources, shouldn't we?
Yeah, but we also don't really, like, know where the item is. I mean, how do we know it's not on that first floor? Did we explore everywhere up there? How do we know it's
Whenever-
not in this room with the...
I
I can-
mean,
I
I've
can
never
locate-
designed my own dungeon, but I would assume you wouldn't keep it right by the entrance, otherwise what's the point?
I've already done locate object when we were on the first and second floors, I think. And it wasn't within 1,000 feet. Either that or it doesn't work in this area. But I mean, did the two of you share anything about the incorporeal masks?
Nope.
I mean, I didn't remember it happened.
So I telepathically sent you a message, and then you immediately forgot it.
Well, I mean, I remember now, but like at the start of all this, I didn't remember. and then it may not be. I don't know. We seem to have more pressing matters at hand.
Because it was. We had gone down to the 4th floor, right? Out of character. The lowest level we went to was the 4th.
Yes.
Okay. Has anyone tried saying like open sesame? A lot of these rooms are built to like want you to just, oh, I'll just misty step through. And that's when it gets real. Like that's their trap.
Yes. Okay. You said that in character, right?
Yeah, I guess I would have said that in the mind link.
That's true. Also, we should probably tell the group in case any of them try it before we can warn them about what happened last night. So maybe tell them what you experienced.
Sure. Okay. I'll have you start the conversation. Give it to Big Britches over here, who seems to be
My
gung-ho.
britches fit perfectly. Okay.
Okay. Hail, your attention, I pray. The Mistress Aja has an announcement to make.
It's about time I get the
Oh
respect.
my
I
god,
deserve.
can I have an announcement too?
Yes, but later.
right.
Asha, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, there was an issue. Well, you know, Ponderance had seen it first. Why don't you give your description of what had happened during your watch?
Last night, it seemed there was a floating mask like the one on the dead bodies that were in the room. You may have noticed we moved them all to the corner for our safety, but it watched us from down the hall. It dissipated when we approached it, but Aja had a slightly different encounter that we should probably take heed of and be careful of if we see them again.
Yeah, so during my watch, I saw 2 of the masks floating down the hall. And I tried to scare them off, and it didn't work. They just came closer, and there was a torch that was out there in that hallway, and they extinguished it, which was strange because they were just floating masks. But it almost like I saw the torch hovered, like it was being picked up, and then the light went out. And so I fired on them when the mask closest to try and spook them away. And I had fired with my force magic. I imbued my arrow with magic of the other planes of Shadowfell. And they returned my arrow, like that force magic, not the arrow itself, but the force magic, back to me. And it was like they had reversed time. And then when that darkness, that magic hit me, I felt very cold. I saw briefly a moment of the ethereal, through the ethereal plane, and where the 2 masks were the masks, but they were worn by people, by some kind of humanoid, some very old humans or humanoid creatures. I could see the flesh of their mouths and their eyes through the masks, but I could not tell specifically who or what they were. But I could tell that they were very old, and they were covered in bandages, like that. What were they called? The snake people? Their
The
leader
Yuan-ti?
that was also the Yuan-ti, and how their leader was covered in bandages. Like that's what they looked like. And I get the sense that we should not use any kind of teleportation magic or magic that affects, traveling through a plane. No ethereal step, no misty step, no teleportation, even if it's caused by an item and not like your magic yourself. Just don't think it's a good idea.
Well, then we'd best find this item and get out of here then.
Someone's not happy about that.
Well, she said their cook isn't here, so
Sounds like the cook arrived. Sounds like Loki's finally had his curse removed.
Lucy, I'm home.
Tell everybody what to do, and nobody knows.
I don't think Sheila has her curse removed either.
And I was cursed with melody.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So, anyways, going forward, it really seems like a lot of the rooms here are like, asking us to teleport into them, and then bad things happen.
Just got home.
What? What's he cooking?
Oh, I just made something, and he's eating something he grabbed in Leavenworth. Anyway,
Oh, yeah,
I
it's
told
a
him
long
he's not
drive.
cursed anymore.
In the game.
Mwahaha.
All right. So what do you think your next step is?
Well, we had talked about going back to the top and going through all the rooms we skipped.
Didn't skip any rooms. It's all the ones I wanted to see.
Yeah, I think that's probably what we should do. Go back upstairs and do this carefully, but also keep in mind of our resources. Let's try and avoid overusing spells. Don't use any teleportation.
Okay, so you head back upstairs.
Everyone is against me. I guess I have to follow.
You don't have to. But I would like to know what you are doing.
Wherever the group is going, I will have to lead, regardless of where they choose to go.
Okay, so you head back up one more floor.
Do we need to roll like any kind of perceptions to try and find any kind of secret things? Or traps? Not that I think there are any more traps, but
Yeah, you can roll investigation if you're trying to look for something. Or perception if you're trying to just look at things in general.
Yeah. Just seeing if there's any secret switches or. But if I remember right, there was an area in that hand room, and then there was an area up north that we haven't explored, right?
Yes, there was a secret passage in the hand room, and then the corridor up here that you haven't explored yet.
This one. Check for traps.
Yeah. So
You want to use that perception roll, but
right. So you peer north through this passage. You see that there are carved birds that soar across the walls of the corridor, and blocking the passage near the northern end is a large metal propeller with 5 sharp blades. And with that really good roll, you can see that this entire these 4 spots are one big pressure plate.
so here, like so.
Yes, all of that is one big plate that will be, if you want to step on it, it will trigger something.
Let me try and make it less suggestive.
Phallic?
Okay. Pressure plate. Don't step there, guys. Or do. I don't know.
Isn't this the thing that like knocked everybody off the? Oh, never mind. This isn't the one that knocked everybody off. Oops.
No, it's the wrong layer. Level, floor, whatever.
And this is a propeller with 5 blades.
Yes, but it is not moving.
I'm gonna point out the pressure plates to Cthulhu. The big pressure plate to Cthulhu.
I saw them.
Okay.
I didn't actually see them.
All right. Well, do you want to give it a shot? Be the first to step on it?
Sure. Do you want to switch places with me?
Sure.
Or can everyone step back one?
Yep.
And I'm gonna step on the plate, and then immediately step back and kind of go around the corner, and just wait to see what happens.
Okay. So as soon as you step on it, the blades begin to spin, and it takes roughly 1 round to get to full speed, and once you take your foot off and move around, it very slowly begins to wind down, much slower than it did wind up.
Okay. Was like sending a strong gust of wind down the tunnel, or down the hallway, out the door.
Nope, you didn't feel anything.
Oh. Okay. Oh, you said the whole floor, or is there space on the side of the pressure plate?
It's the whole floor.
Is there a way for me to like deactivate the pressure plate?
Oh, yeah. Does anyone have any de-pressure plate shoes?
Oh?
Some anti-pressure plate shoes?
Some thieves' tools.
Or that spider
Yeah.
walking spell
hey.
or something.
Can we try?
If I throw Ponderance and he uses slow fall, could he like coast to the end?
That's not how Snowfall works.
Oh, okay.
Unless, no.
Alright.
I was
I
gonna
wanna
say
hear
the
the
spell,
unless.
but that's still not how the spell works. So
Or we could tie a rope to the arrow and shoot it past, and then pull it tight, and then I can hold it, and someone can like army crawl to the other side and see if there's a turn-off switch.
Okay.
Locate, okay.
I will play the music while you do it. Ba-dum-bum.
do you want to give him bardic inspiration?
Yeah, I'll give him bardic inspiration while the
Just don't use the teleporting arrows.
I don't have any of those. I should get some.
Roll investigation, Aja. All right, so you peer around. You this plate seems like completely flush with the walls. You can't seem to find a way to deactivate it.
Okie dokie. There's nothing on the ceiling, like monkey bars or something.
No, there's nothing like that. The ceiling is, I think,
Lava.
Do not touch.
8 feet high.
Okay.
Can't
So
even pay for vaulted ceilings.
Does it look like I can shoot an arrow to embed in something over here so that we could climb over?
well, continuing that perception roll, you look beyond the fan, and you see that there is a hole over here.
A hole, you say? Like, here?
Dear Liza.
Here? Where? Where are we talking?
Starting at the edge here, so it's just 10 feet
I don't
of.
see your arrow. I don't see your markings.
Oh, whoops. So it's just
Oh.
10 feet of ledge before you hit hole.
Allegedly.
So this is just hole.
This spot is not hole. No, this is a
Oh.
ledge. 10 feet of ledge before you hit hole.
I don't see that sarcophagus there.
No.
Got it.
You do not, in fact.
Understood.
Whoops.
Hole. Like so. Got it. And I don't see anything else over here. There has to be something over there.
Do you see over here?
Like a chest.
Over here? You see that
Yeah,
stuff
some
up
kind
there?
of box.
How
Yeah.
can
You do see that.
far?
But you do also see that there's a hole between the ledge and the box.
My elven eyes see all kinds of things, buddy.
That's ridiculous.
God, I don't have that other trait of terrible eyes. Unless I'm in complete darkness. So I do see that stuff. But I just see hole and then another ledge with stuff
Yes.
on it.
Yes.
Cool. Cool. Can I try and shoot an arrow over there into whatever that thing is? If it looks wooden or stone or something?
Sure.
Sweet. I will tie a rope over my arrow. I will try and aim high.
Aim for the bushes.
What do you want me to do? What do I need to roll?
Make an attack roll with your bow.
Without sharpshooter.
Sneak attack on the wall. Without sharpshooter. Yeah, turned off sharpshooter. Turned off sneak attacks. It's just a regular, all regular.
Yep.
I'm gonna speak sweet nothings to the arrow.
Does a 22 plus 2 hit?
Yes. So you you hit really hard, and you managed to clink into the lock on the chest. And it fits snug.
Can I try and give it a pull?
Yes.
But I don't want to pull it too hard if it moves. But I'm hoping that maybe that chest is bolted to the ground.
Yes, you can pull on it, and it feels snug. No need to make a roll.
Okay. Sweet. How high is this ledge here?
Behind you,
Yeah.
you look down and you see just darkness. You
I
can't
think
tell
it's
how
No,
not
deep
like
it
railing
is.
or anything?
Yeah, she's asking how high the railing is.
Oh, the railing. Like 4 feet.
You want me to tie it to the railing and then you can tie rope
What
across?
if... Hold on, Loki... Maybe we can use Loki's pull?
Oh,
Like,
yeah. Loki will let you use his pole if you need it.
and the immovable...
Just
the immovable
make sure to hold on
bow.
tight.
Hey,
So-
Loki, can they use your pole? Oh, he's out having his boat. Sure, it's okay.
It doesn't expand, right? It's just a fixed length, but it's immovable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we put that the fixed length of like, you know...
So
Does
you
it
know,
It's
like,
it's not a
I don't
grower.
know. Let me ask him.
you know, like the what's it called? The ladder,
Hang
the
on.
ladder exercise or whatever with like the.
Cthulhu wants to know if your pole expand.
You gotta get consent before you touch Loki's pole.
He says it depends on who's holding.
I'm just saying, we could attach that or set it so that it's
He
high
says
up and then
it's
we could tie the rope.
collapsible.
We could tie
Well-
the rope like around it so that we'd have a secure point. So then we could just, you know, shimmy across.
Well, I was trying to think of something like whoever's got the most. I'm trying to think of what it's called. It's like the. I think
Je ne sais quoi.
it's like the ladder. Is it salmon ladder? It's like a salmon ladder exercise or whatever, where you use like a pole and you have to go between like the notches, up and down like this vertical ladder. Do anyone know what I'm talking about? Okay. Well, the immovable rod. If you place it somewhere and you push the button, it just sticks, right?
Right.
So if you put it against the wall and you push the button, it stays to the wall. So then like if you hold it against a wall and push the button and then you put your feet on the other wall and then you just kind of like move it and keep pushing the button as you like grab along the wall or like hop if you like. I'm trying to, hold on.
So anyways, the pull, can we do that?
So you tie it to the railing, right? Or do you tie it to the
Um,
immovable rod?
I would probably be trying to tie it to the immovable rod. So that it's high up, like, I don't know, 5.5, 6 feet. So that we could basically, and I want to make the rope super tight so that basically we could just, like, shimmy across.
Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa.
Yeah. That's fine. If you would walk, or I guess you wouldn't walk if it's halfway up you'd have to crouch and whatnot. People can make athletics or acrobatics to try and get past this blade.
Okay. Athletics or acrobatics? Acrobatics. I guess who's going first across?
I will go first.
Don't look at me.
Go, Doogie.
I'm the best fitted for this.
I mean, do you really want to risk yourself, though? Some of your own partners should stay safe. I can take the hit for you if you want.
This
to
is
go
probably
first.
the easiest thing I've ever done in my life.
How much does Cthulhu weigh?
Just a little. Well, okay, with armor.
Yes.
Well, he's like 3. He's 70. He's 7'10". I don't even know if I clear the ceiling. I just barely fit in the hallway in the first place. And then he's like without armor, he's 3'15".
Oh, I see.
And he's got plate armor, which weighs 65 pounds.
Honestly, maybe we should let Ponderance, because he weighs super light. He's not as strong or bulky as you.
All right, rock,
My
paper,
liege.
scissors.
Okay.
Let these humble servants of yours go, in case it's like it fails or something. I try and persuade Cthulhu to let Ponderance go.
Sure, go ahead.
That's a 24 on persuasion. We don't want
I
you
suppose
getting hurt.
I suppose there is merit in letting the fodder pave the way. All right. Just remember, if you do succeed, the glory actually goes to me because I let you take it first.
All because of your graciousness will I succeed on this.
You have my blessing. Kind of. But I'm not actually using bless on you, so don't get ahead of yourself.
All right. What am I? Do I roll?
Athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. I'm gonna arms.
I'll look at Aja and be like, I could have fucking done the arm thing too.
You grab onto the rope and you are able, however you want to describe it, to move beyond the blades without falling and stepping on the trigger plate.
All right. Yeah, I just kind of Oh, there we go. I mean, athletics is boring, so I just run and jump through, sort of covering my head with 4 of my arms as I go. Catch myself with my 2 extendo force arms, do sort of a somersault as I land, stand back up.
Have spider climb.
Go, gadget.
And on this ledge, you see there is a pit, fairly deep pit, that has a stone sarcophagus resting on the bottom. It seems like there is carvings of magic being slung between 2 combatants on top of the sarcophagus lid. Beyond the pit, you see 3 treasure chests that each sit on stone daises. The left is black onyx, the middle is iron, and the right is silver. And you see that the arrow has pierced into the lock of the middle one and seems very secure.
All right. Thank you, Cthulhu. It's only through you which I succeed.
Praise be.
Please advise me, for I know not what to do.
In Cthulhu's name.
Please don't use my name in vain.
Oh my goodness.
For he
it's
is the
worse.
best there is and will ever be.
What do you see? What's over there?
Oh, I explained to them the sarcophagus and the 3 chests.
Do you see what I see?
Can you open
And
the
there's a
chest?
child.
There's a child.
Missing in the night.
I could physically, I think. I don't know how wise that is.
I mean, do you want us to try and come over?
Red Rover.
I don't know if that would help. This is... I don't think it's a physical strength or numbers test. It is whether or not I open one of these chests and forget who I am. You know, that sort of thing.
Open
There's-
the one that looks the easiest to open.
One day I'll wake up and be back in a dream.
Is there like
is there-
what? How is the fan connected? Does it need like an Allen wrench?
Oh, that's a good point. Is there something exposed on the other side? Or is
Can you just
it
unplug
appear
it?
the same?
Plug it.
On the other
You know, like-
side, you see there are these clamps that can attach. You can put them down and put them on the blades, and it will clamp down on them.
Okay. Can I reach the clamps with my arm?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna try and force them onto the blades.
Okay.
Oh,
Honey.
ask first. Consent.
On each side, you throw the clamp down, and it covers one blade on each side.
I guess I don't understand what you mean by covers. Like, are they still spinning and now it's just flush with the spinning blades? Or
Well, no, nobody is. They haven't been spinning at all.
Oh,
They
I
only
see.
spun when Cahoon stepped on it once, and then they slowed down to a stop.
Once I see him put the
Can
clamps
I-
on, I'll wait for him to clear the hallway.
can I use my extendo arm to? Can I reach the plate from the other side?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm gonna stand back as far as my spectral arms will allow me and press down on it.
You press down, and you hear the blades begin to whir and attempt to start spinning, but with the clamps down, it you hear a heavy grinding of metal on stone, and the mechanism seems to snap and not move at all.
Okay. Well, it seems safe to come across. It still avoids stepping on the plates if you can. But
It's like flush from wall to wall. What is the? He says five fan blades, correct?
Yes.
Can you like, in the not pitch blackness, can you like show how they are? Like if you were to like use this as like the hallway, like say that they're like, you know. So is it say like they're? I guess they're wider than the hall. How? Okay. I guess how tight of a fit would it be for Cthulhu?
It seems fine.
Okay. I guess Aja is already going, even though she's hidden by the plate. I can only see her feet.
He said it was safe to go, so.
Yeah, I can only see your feet.
Oh. That's all you can see.
Yeah, I can only see your feet.
I was just consumed by the darkness. Yeah, I was just gonna get on the rope and start climbing over. I rolled a
Okay.
19 in athletics.
Yeah, you
Oh.
successfully go through using the rope.
I can't get past.
Cthulhu's gonna wait for everyone else to be done trying to cross with the rope.
I am stuck.
Why did you get
Pass.
yourself stuck?
I don't know. I got stuck on the fan blade.
Can you move?
There we go.
Cthulhu tight. Then Cthulhu's
Excuse me.
gonna run and slide past.
Gonna slide?
Yeah, he's gonna power slide, like, you know, slide underneath. Either to the left or right of the one that's down. You know, he's gonna like run and slide,
Sure.
like
Yeah.
whoosh. What do I need to roll?
Performance.
Performance?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're doing a
Fucking
cool
nailed
thing.
it. Fucking nailed it.
It's actually what you have to do when you slide in baseball.
It's gonna be part of my like acting portfolio. I'm just gonna add that little clip.
Okay, so you are, three of you are in this area now. The others can join you if you'd like.
I guess I have to like jump over the pit. Or it's a pit, right? Into the sarcophagus?
With that performance, I would say that you could just like, with your power slide and you like, just start walking or running from the ground using your momentum and you jump across
Oh, okay.
wherever you
Fucking
want.
cleared- I just cleared it, you know, I just cleared it. Perfect. Cthulhu wills it. Where there's a Cthulhu, there's a way.
Okay.
Yep.
So anyone else would like to go through this corridor?
It's a. I don't know.
If you want to use the
athletic
rope,
I am.
if you want to use the rope, you can roll athletics or acrobatics.
I think it better be
Fly, you fools.
So you, do you want to tell me how you go across this rope?
yeah, like a,
She
grab a
looks-
hold of it and just monkey across, back and forth. My tail as do.
I was gonna say Sheila tight ropes across. She just like gets on top of the rope and just nimbly walks across it.
Loki joins you all pretty well. Ash, how are you gonna get across?
Do I have to?
No?
You don't have to.
I don't know that I would be very good at it.
Okay.
I'll just
Okay.
wait here until you come back.
Okay. So you see these 3 chests. Oops, wrong one. Pay no attention to the man behind the initiative. So you see these 3 chests. This one is onyx, this one is iron, and this one looks like it's silver. Now that you're here, you can see 20 feet down is a floor with the sarcophagus inside. The sarcophagus has an image of 2 magical champions fighting each other.
You know what the sarcophagus means? That depiction? Have we seen it anywhere else?
What would you like to do?
Well, Aja's asking if anyone knows what that scene is on the tomb. If they've seen it anywhere else in the dungeon, or if they know what it means.
If you'd like, you can roll Arcana.
I don't think I'll be very good at it, and I was not. Ponderance might know.
Then +4 isn't real. It's from my astral arms.
You don't have him out? I thought that's how you got across.
I thought this is an Arcana check.
Oh, I see.
Anyone else? Sheila or Cahoon?
For investigation or
Arcana? Cahoon, would you like to make a roll? Or did he go away? Okay.
He's in the bathroom.
Aja and Ponderance, you don't seem to recall anything like this. It seems like just a generic battle between wizards. Sheila, you recall one of the gods outside was the god of magic. The god Azuth.
Zuth. God Azuth of magic. He was outside, and so what does he have to do with this? I'm recognizing his sigil or image.
Yeah, this might be something to do with that.
Guys, take a look. This is the same god we saw outside. The other statue. This is magic. Azuth.
So, we have 3 chests here and a tomb that is in the pit that is of the god Azuth. Azus?
Azuth. I think it's like AZ8. That.
Okay. Azuth. Maybe it's another puzzle. I'm trying to open a chest. Brown one first and see. Like, I'm just gonna investigate the chest. See if there's any kind of notes or carvings or anything on them.
Okay, so are you attempting to open it or are you investigating first?
I think I would investigate for traps first.
Okay, roll investigation.
16.
You don't see any kind of trap The only thing is there's a arrow sticking out of the lock of this one.
Well, we stopped the fan blade anyways, so I guess I'll try and open it.
The chest?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go to open it, and it doesn't seem locked, but you can't seem to open it. The arrow is keeping it shut. You have a very taut rope.
Okay. I'll try and open this one. I'll investigate this blue one. Then open. Try and
You
open.
investigate it, and you don't seem to see any kind of traps.
Okay, that makes sense. I will try and open it.
You open it. It is not locked. You look inside this chest made out of silver. Inside is just an empty chest, and you're looking all around, but you do find a white key that is hanging from the top of the chest. It has two wedges on either side of it, keeping it held in place.
Try and... 2 wedges? Can I investigate
Yes.
the wedges?
It looks like they are deeply attached to the top of this chest.
Call out to the rest of the group. Hey guys, I found the key in this chest.
What do you suppose it opened?
Don't know. Should I try and take key? Last time I just went around and picked up stuff, it was a bad idea, so...
That's true. True. What? Well,
Take key out of the wedge.
You
Wiggle its
attempt to
way out of the
take it,
wedges.
and the key remains in place.
I cannot take the key. It is pretty secure. So it's silver chest, brown chest.
Iron.
Is it bronze or... Oh, it's iron. And then platinum?
No, onyx.
Onyx. So I choose you. Iron. Silver. I'll try and take my arrow out of the iron chest.
Okay, make a strength check.
Grab it out. Strength check. That's a 3.
You seem to be very good at shooting arrows, but not pulling them out of things.
No, yeah. Maybe that's something Cthulhu can do.
Is he back?
Or if any of you guys have an idea.
I am needed.
Yes. Try and take the arrow out of the brown chest.
I mean, you can't take it out of the other 2 chests. It's only in the brown chest.
I know.
I don't see why not.
I'm not strong enough to get it out of the chest.
Oh, you need my assistance.
Yes.
Sure, he'll just walk over and take it out.
Fucking he does.
With no effort, like doesn't even plant his feet, just kind of just.
Yeah, so you take the arrow out. Do you want to try opening the chest?
Me or somebody else?
Whomever.
I mean, I guess I can try to lockpick it with the arrow, so, you know, I'm a professional either way.
You stick it back in there, feel it around. Nothing seems to click.
Yeah, your key arrow didn't work.
I don't think it was locked.
Oh,
I think you just have to open it. You just had to take the arrow out so that it could open.
okay. Well, who wants to open it? Do you need me to be the fearless leader and open it for you guys? I mean, if you need that, I can.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll just open it. I got nothing to be afraid of.
Okay. You open it and you see the chest is empty, and save for the gold key that is attached to the roof of the ceiling part of the chest, between two wedges once more.
Nice.
Can you get that key out?
Yeah. Do I need to just take it?
You attempt to take it, and it feels stuck.
Okay, well, I'll just take it harder.
You try very hard, but it seems like it's really wedged in there.
Can I tickle it?
And yeah, you can do whatever you want.
I'm gonna coax it out.
It seems immoved by your speech.
I do have some goats. I also have a mysterious key. Can I make the other key jealous?
I think you've already made your persuasion.
Damn. Okay.
Wait, you have a mysterious key that you got from the mimic?
I don't know. Maybe? I just have a mysterious key. I have no information.
It's from the tournament.
Oh, 5% chance of opening any lock disappears on use.
I don't know if that would work for this.
Was there anything
That's-
special about the other two chests?
We opened the silver one, and there was a key inside. A white key hanging on the top of the chest that we could not get out of.
Okay.
Get the key. And we haven't opened this chest yet.
It's white. Okay. And so this was a white key, and this was a gold key?
Gold
Sorry.
key, white key.
Yeah, so white key, gold key.
I bet this one's a black key.
Can I look around? Can I from where I can see with the sarcophagus, can I kind of see if there's keyholes on the sarcophagus?
You can look around. You don't seem to see any keyholes on it.
Okay. But these keys are unlocked. These chests are unlocked.
Yeah. Are you opening the onyx one?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay. You open up the onyx chest. It is empty except for a key wedged into the top. It is made out of obsidian.
It's black key. Black obsidian. That's like a terrible material to make a key out of. That's just gonna shatter upon use.
Possibly.
Okay. Can I try and I would like to try and take the key. Carefully.
You do not. You are not able to remove the key from the wedge.
Are they just stuck to the top of it? Is it formed, or is there wood is it? It's an obsidian and it's just stuck.
It's like the other two. There are wedges that are holding the key in place.
All wedges. Okay. Can I use Bane? Kidding.
Are you gonna pray to Bane? Ask for him to open up these keys?
Yes. Well, I mean, if only I had my higher level spells, I could dispel the magics. Dispel the magics in here. That's just wasting it. It's fine.
Well, you've opened up these chests. You found there are one key in each. Each is a different color, fairly corresponding to the chest it's inside. There is a sarcophagus at the bottom, supposedly to the god Azuth. And I think it's a good place to call it. Try and mull over this mystery.
Oh, Azuth. I was like, is he one of the Zooths, or? Okay.
And I would like to award inspiration to everyone that showed up for the amazing role playing that everyone did with that given skill,
Loki
mental
cowered
skills.
in real life too.
It took me a minute to realize everybody was role playing. It took a minute.
I genuinely wasn't sure if Althea was just fucking with us. I was like, there's probably a good chance, but then again, maybe she's like, I've never seen this before.
Maybe there was a dog.
Candy.
Yeah, how do you know? I wasn't seeing things that maybe Alex, the DM, was showing me that
Totally
you guys just
took
couldn't
me
see.
a while to catch that on. Yeah. I told Milo, yeah, and Cthulhu thought he was the only one that he was the smartest person in the world, or, leader. And Milo said, "Does anyone notice?"
God damn.
I said, "Well, I kept laughing at everything that wasn't funny." And he said, "Well, that nobody noticed that either, did they?"